Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So today I'd like to introduce you to one of the models from Ryobi's 18-volt range, the RMT18 multi-tool. But I won't say any more for now. Let's check it out in the next segment. See you in a moment. So here's the multi-tool in question, the Ryobi RMT18. So as you can see, it's a pretty compact tool and above all, quite lightweight. We'll talk more about that later. But most importantly, it's compatible with all the ONE+ batteries from the Ryobi range. That means if you already own some of their tools, and especially if you have batteries from the same range, you can reuse them with this machine. And just so you know, while we're talking about batteries, a 2 amp-hour battery will be more than enough for this type of tool. Of course, if you need to use it much more heavily or for longer periods, you'll want to go with at least a 4 amp-hour or 5 amp-hour battery. That way, you'll be all set when it comes to battery life. As for the motor, it's a standard brushed motor. That means you don't get the benefits of a brushless motor, especially when it comes to better battery life management. As for handling, it's actually pretty good. It's a fairly lightweight tool, since it weighs 780 grams. That's the weight of the machine without the battery. There's also a handle covered with a pretty comfortable grip. It has a good grip and a trigger button that's right under your fingers. Actually, under 1 or 2 fingers, since you can use it with 2 fingers. And here, there's a small extra button that lets you keep the machine running. Just like this. You don't have to tire yourself out, and you can focus on the cutting or sanding you want to do. For adjustments, there's a small dial on top that lets you change the speed. That's pretty nice, since it lets you adjust the tool's operating speed to fit your needs. With this tool, you can go from 10,000 up to 20,000 oscillations per minute. That way, you can really set the speed that works best for you, depending on the type of work you're going to do. As for the tool holder, it's a 12-pin format. That's a pretty standard format that you can find fairly easily in stores. To install a new accessory, there's a small Allen key at the bottom near the battery, which lets you unscrew the fastening system. On this model, there's no lever system, so you just need to unscrew the small tightening screw here. I'll put it in the center, that'll be better. I could have finished with a wrench. Allen, that would have been faster. There you go. So next, you position the accessory however you want, depending on your needs and the angle. I'm going to put it straight, and that's it. It's easier with both hands. And then you reinstall the tightening screw. There you go, just like this. And you just need to tighten it all the way. There you go. And the tool's properly in place. And regarding the accessories that come with this multi-tool, the brand already provides a small adapter that will let you install accessories from Bosch or Damel. That can be handy and will let you expand the types of accessories you can use with this tool. We also have 2 blades, a precision blade and a slightly larger blade, both for wood and metal. And here you have a triangular shaped adapter that'll let you install sanding sheets and use this multi-tool as a sander. And finally, just before we get into a demonstration of this multi-tool and see it in action, let's talk a bit about its technical specifications. So earlier I mentioned the rotation speed, which can reach up to 20,000 oscillations per minute, and you can adjust it using the small dial underneath the top. We're looking at an oscillation angle, or rather an oscillation amplitude at 3 degrees. That's a bit less than some other machines I've seen on the market, which can reach up to 3.2 degrees. Just as a reminder, the greater this amplitude, the faster and more efficient the cutting will be. As for the speed, I didn't mention it earlier, but it's pretty standard, 20,000 oscillations per minute. That's right in line with other values on the market, or rather with the values you find on other tools. Now let's see how this multi-tool performs in action by cutting an OSB board like this one. Of course, I used a blade suited for this type of material, and we'll see right away how it performs. So honestly, nothing to complain about here. A fast and efficient cut. And now let's see how it does. On a nail, still using the same blade, since it's designed for both wood and metal. Again, a really quick cut, also very effective. And as you can see, we're cutting right up against the surface. As you saw, we're dealing with a multi-tool that definitely gets the job done. In any case, it allowed for quick cuts, whether it was OSB or even a fairly thick nail. As for the motor, it's a standard brushed motor, which means we don't get the benefits of a brushless motor. Brushless, but that allows the brand to offer this multi-tool at a more attractive price than if it were equipped with a brushless motor. As for performance, it's pretty good, especially with an oscillation speed that can reach up to 20,000 oscillations per minute. In terms of amplitude, we're looking at 3 degrees. It's a bit lower than what you find on high-end models on the market, but it's more than enough for making cuts. And above all, here too, it lets you get this tool at a slightly lower price than if, of course, the performance were higher. As for handling, it's actually pretty good. We're dealing with a tool that offers a good grip, or rather a handle equipped with a good grip. It's also relatively lightweight at 780 grams. On the other hand, when it comes to changing accessories, it's definitely not as efficient as a lever-style accessory change. But honestly, with this type of screw, it works pretty well. Plus, there's the Allen key, which is built right into the tool. That way, you don't have to go looking for it. So honestly, it works pretty well. And here too, it helps lower the final price. Speaking of price, you should know that this multi-tool is usually sold bare, meaning without a battery or charger, for around 98 euros. But you'll still be able to use the accessories I showed you in this video. So it's still a reasonable price compared to other machines I've seen on the market, especially considering its technical features. These will, of course, let you get your work done, whether it's precision cutting or precision sanding, really without any trouble. So as usual, if you're interested in this tool, feel free to check the description. I'll put the references for the best sellers there, at least those offering this machine at the best price. That's it. This video is now coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. In any case, I'll see you very soon for a new video. Bye!